Hello one and all, Mickey is Surviving RNG, and time for another catch-up video, and what could possibly be the last catch-up video. I mentioned this a couple of years back, and I talked about how I wouldn't be able to do this channel forever. But first, let me give you a little bit of context, and also a bit of information about me, because to be honest, I don't really talk much about me in my videos. So about 3 years ago, I can't actually remember exactly when it was, I started doing this YouTube thing full time, and my actual work, which I work in Dock & Control, and for those of you that don't know, which I doubt you would, that is essentially electronic filing. And yes, that is exactly as exciting as it sounds. I started doing that work part-time, so that I could make time for YouTube to do that full-time, which I've been doing that, as I said, for about 3 years now. But as you can see, that hasn't really counted for much. And it's unfair on my wife, and if I'm being honest, it's unfair on me, trying to make this YouTube thing work when very clearly it's not. So a few months back, I put into place a plan, or to be more precise, a deadline. And that is over the course of 6 months to play 5 new games. Those games being The Outer Worlds, which has done absolutely terribly on my channel, Phoenix Point, which I believe is out the 5th of December, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, Cyberpunk, and Wasteland 3. Now, whether I get around to doing all of those games, I don't know. If they get delayed until late next year, then I might just not do them. But the point is, I gave myself that deadline, and if my channel hasn't seen substantial growth, by the time I'm done with most of those games, then I have to stop. And what I mean by substantial growth? Well, a channel with my kind of content should easily be able to get to around 30,000 subscribers. I mean, it should easily be able to get to potentially a lot more than that, but a realistic amount would be around 30,000 subscribers. And I do understand that subscriber count is not be-all end-all on YouTube, but it is a good indicator of how healthy your channel is doing, at least in YouTube's eyes, because it has a bunch of algorithms that evaluate the health of your channel based on a number of factors, including your subscriber count, as well as viewer numbers, retention time, and that is the average percent of total time watched for each video. And then on top of that, it uses other algorithms to alter your subscriber count so that your channel falls into the categories of how healthy YouTube thinks your channel is, essentially by promoting your channel more if it thinks your channel's doing well, and culling your subscriber numbers if it thinks your channel's doing badly. So if somebody hasn't been to your channel in, like, I don't know, 6 months or a year or something, they will be removed from your subscriber list without them being informed. I've seen it happen to my channel, I've heard a lot of big subscribers saying it's happened to their channels, and even as a user, I've seen it happen to other people's channels that I used to be subscribed to that I found I'm no longer subscribed to them. So the point is, if by around March the channel hasn't seen substantial growth, then I've stopped doing YouTube. And by substantial growth, I'm thinking on the way to about 10,000 subscribers. So let's say 8,000. So what happens after that point? Well, firstly, I'm not going to just stop the series I'm currently doing. Any series I have going, I will continue them until they're done. I simply won't start any new series. And yes, guys, don't worry, that will include XCOM. Absolute worst case scenario, the rate that I do XCOM videos will simply go down. So yeah, what happens at that point? Well, either I'll finish off the series that I currently have going and that'll be it, or maybe I'll finish off the series that I've currently going and focus on streaming. And do streaming like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, 6 days a week or something like that. And if that works or not, well, that'll be a different video, I suppose. But I guess I'm sad to say, guys, if YouTube is insisting this channel isn't going to work, then it's really not healthy for me to spend so much time doing it. So before I end this, I want to give a big thanks out to all the Patreon supporters, which I don't give thanks anywhere near enough. Alexandra Jones, Jacina, Oft-Pez, Crimson Plays, Shivel, Rail, Adam Arano, Average Guy, Jonathan Cardoso Mota, Thomas Sherborne, Alan Young, Jack Sharperton, Spy Crab, Hunter Booth, Quizzy Quinn, Rachel Torres, and Artoria. Thank you very much, guys. It has helped out a hell of a lot. But for now, I guess, guys, I will see you in another video. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.